Welcome back, everybody. Now today is the third of my 5-part series testing out unsolicited products into my P.O. box. And today I've got this rather nice looking steam mop by a brand called Doker. Now I've reviewed brooms and mops over the years, but never a steam mop, so I was kind of curious how this one would do. And here's how my test went. This gigantic box is a Doker, it looks like. And this, let me see what it says on the box here. It says it is it doesn't say anything. Right here it says it's a steam mop. We have a pad. There's a lot of stuff in there. This must have been an extra pad because we got one attached to the base of the unit already. They give you 2 mop pads, which I believe are reusable, which is kind of a nice feature. And I believe this is a 180-degree swiveling mop head, so that seems to be the primary features from what I can tell. I found on Amazon for about $100. I did not find an official website. It looks like this just kind of snaps in place right here. And then this is obviously going to measure out how much water you're doing for the steams aspect of it, which is right here. I'm going to do a little bit more research on this, head over to the apartment and get started. All right, I read over the instructions and I think I have a better idea how this works, so let's go over the details. So really the only controls here are low, medium, and high. It defaults to high, but you can use this button to toggle through each one of those. Low is for delicate floors, medium for regular cleaning, high for durable floors or sticky messes. It weighs a total of 6.6 pounds. It has a 17-foot cord. It heats water to 230 to 285 degrees Fahrenheit. Making it good for sticky messes. The steam only takes 15 to 20 seconds. And you can steam for about 15 minutes at a time. Filling it up, all you do is add water here. They prefer distilled water, and then insert it back in there. This is the carpet glider for using it on carpet, and here is one of the pads. They do sell replacement pads, 2 for $11, but these are reusable and washable in the washing machine. Got some distilled water here, let's fill it up. All right, carpet glider is off. Here we go. I think when this stops blinking, it's ready to go. Ooh. Sounds like a woodpecker. All right, here we go. It is definitely steaming now. It is steaming. We have steam. It smells like steam in here too. All right, I mean, I can tell that it's definitely getting the dirt up off the floor. Look at that, whoa. Someone in one of the Amazon comments said if you use this, you'll be surprised how much dirt it gets up. I thought that floor was clean, it's not. Look at that. All right, so my first impression, very good. That's just a small patch of floor though. I'm gonna do the rest of this place and see how it does. And then I'll try the carpet, and tomorrow I've got a big sticky mess for it to clean up, so let's try that. It's definitely working really good. I'm actually much more impressed by it than I thought I was going to be. All right, I've got to say I'm pretty impressed by this so far. I wasn't really sure what to expect, but this steam mop is it works very well. Floors are actually getting very clean. I didn't even realize they were as dirty as they were until I started cleaning with this thing. It also has a swivel. You can swivel, I think, 180 degrees. So that's kind of nice. Well, that is rough. That is rough. All right, so it looks like to replace this nasty, dirty pad, all I have to do is just pull it off. It's Velcro. This will be going in the washing machine. Now we'll put a fresh one on. Easy to see where the pads all line up. And I'm gonna put the carpet glider on this time as well. All right, carpet glider is on. All right, let's try this on carpet. The only thing that the instructions really say is to put the carpet glider on and to make sure you don't stay in one spot. Otherwise, it can singe your carpet. Let's see. I'm gonna turn it on low because we don't want too high. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I see a difference. Yeah, I can definitely feel a difference from what I just treated versus untreated. So I guess it does work on carpet. For this test, I actually put some grape jelly on the floor, but I had to cover it because I want my dogs to lick it up. This has been here since this morning. It's pretty sticky. I'm just curious if a simple Swiffer will do well on this versus the steam mop. First up, let's try a Swiffer on one of these. Oh, it's sticky. Oh, look at that, very sticky. I can feel it pulling. It's coming up though. Just gonna take a little bit of elbow grease. I got one spot on there that's staying, and there it goes. All right, it came up, and there we go. Swiffer, a respectable performance. Let's see how the steam mop does. All right, the steam mop is steaming. Let's see what happens here. I'm gonna go slow, one pass, see if it'll work. Oh, look at that. Oh, it did in one day in one pass. And there we go. All right, I wouldn't say there was a huge difference in the amount of time it took to pick them up, but what I will say is that the floor where the steam mop was at feels very smooth and it feels mostly dry. Where the Swiffer was at, it's actually still quite wet. See over here, the Swiffer side is still pretty wet. A lot of moisture on the floor. Steam mop side looks completely dry. There is definitely a difference. I should also point out that I did put the pad in the wash last night. It cleaned it pretty well. There's a little bit of a dark area on here, but I think overall, it doesn't look too bad. Let's see what the temperature of the steam is as it comes out with this trusty thermometer. It doesn't seem particularly hot coming out of this side. And now we're talking. 196, all right. I'm not seeing a 280, but the pad is in the way, so pretty warm. Now the instructions say when you're using the carpet glider to make sure you move it around a lot. What happens if I put it directly on the carpet and just leave it there? I'm just kind of curious. I'll leave it here for a minute and see what happens. Let's see, 1 minute later. All right, so after a minute, it didn't really damage the carpet. I wonder if that's included in the instructions for legal reasons in case someone does mess up their carpet, but this particular carpet doesn't seem like it was too affected by it, so it's not quite as harsh on carpeting as I thought it might be. Let's see how well it'll do actually with grout. Even though it doesn't have an attachment, let's see if it actually helps the cleanup process. I have a wet reusable towel here. Let me just try that without any steam to see if it picks anything. All right, we got a little bit of progress by itself. Now let's apply some heat with the steam mop and see if that improves things. Oh yeah, it was much faster to clean up this side with the steam than this side without, so it probably isn't the best tool for grout, but I guess it would help if you wanted to use it for that. All right, so how does this model compare to the dozens of other steam mops out on the market? How about a chart? Now here I have the Doker versus 3 popular models. So the 300 CU is by a brand called Reliable. That's the one that Good Housekeeping picked as their top steam mop. But the other 2 models I have here, you have Bissell and Shark, 2 top brands, and they're best-selling models on Amazon. Only a couple of things really stand out to me for the Doker, namely the slightly smaller tank, smaller cord, but otherwise it seems like it has many of the same features as the big players do. So in the end, I can't really give you a compelling reason why to pick this one over the name brands, other than the fact that I have personally used this one and I do find that it works. It seems like there's a lot of steam mops out there. They all seem to have their pros and cons. This one seems like it's kind of right in the middle of the pack, but I do think it works quite well. If you've used a steam mop like this, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.